Good morning, everybody. This is Lincoln Kenobi, and today we are going to talk about the Star Wars Acolyte Episode 7. Boy, boy, boy. Okay, this episode takes place in another flashback in Brandock 16 years ago. And oh my god, dude. We get the answers on what happened in that temple. How did everyone die? What did the fire do? How did it all happen? And what made the Jedi go over there? So, Jesus, man. All right, it starts off when the Jedis, Tanaka, Sol, Undara and Torben, they came to the planet doing some research, checking out this planet which they thought it was uninhabited, and they were checking out plants, life resources, all that science stuff. Until they decided to split up. Sol went on one direction, the others went on difference. Sol went to this place, and then it shows off where May and Osha were talking, and he sees what they could do in their powers. And he was like shocked. He follows the girls, then the other mother, the one with the horns, like Darth Maul. It takes off what happened in episode 3. Basically, you're seeing episode 3 again, all over again, but in a different segment. In a different story, in Sol's perspective. So, basically, what this episode is doing is that Sol is telling May the story on what happened in the first place and what he did. So, Sol pursued them. They went into he climbed into the temple, and he was spying on them, seeing what was going on, where it was inhabited. He saw that the little girls were being trained. He saw that the place was surrounded by women that are witches. He went back to Undara and all the others and explained what he saw and what happened. And he warned Undara, there's going to be a ceremony tonight, and I fear for the girls' safety. Undara didn't want to go. She didn't want to go. She wanted to, let's just calm ourselves down. Let's get the consul in this. Let's get them involved. And Sol's like, no, I know something's going to happen to the girls. We need to go now. So, of course, Dada and the others, they went. Then, as Tanaka was splicing the entrance elevator, she told Sol that, okay, listen up. I'm going to go in alone. I'm going to go check this out. But Sol's like, there are over 50 witches 50 witches in there and 2 girls. Yeah, all are witches. And we don't want to start a conflict. We just want to go. I want to go in and talk to them. But then Torben insisted that we go together to go together. Actually, that was Sol that said that. She's like, okay, fine, we're going to go in. So, of course, the sisters were alarmed. The witches were alarmed that the Jedi were entering the main elevator. The Jedi, as you see, they went in there peacefully and everything. So, as Undara was talking to the witches, Torben, we see what happens with Torben, that his mind got influenced by the witch, by the leader of the witch. I forgot her name. So she got into his head, told her everything, asked her, looked into his mind and said, you want to go home, don't you? You don't want to be in this mission. You want to go to Coruscant, don't you? You want to go home. So he's like, yes, I want to go home, in his mind and his thought. But then we get to the point where he was kneeling down and everything, because she told him in his mind to kneel, and that's what he did. And Undara and everyone noticed what was going on, and the witch said, I suggest you, if you want your Padawan to live, you let her leave. But Undara said, we have every right to test these girls. And the witch said, fine, we'll let you test the girls for now. So I'm going to try to fast forward it. They got the girls tested. They did May 1st. And then Saul noticed that May was told to lie. And Undara agreed. So Saul said, let me try a different approach with Osha. And of course, Undara insisted. How he did it? She did not like how he did it. Because Saul kept telling her that he was destined to have Osha as her apprentice. Basically, he would do anything to get Osha. Basically. That's what he did. For her own safety. That's what he was trying to do. So, we get to the point now that Saul was waiting impatiently, pacing back and forth. Torben and Tanaka were like sitting down, like trying to calm him down or whatever. Undara comes back and says, the consul says no. That we cannot train them. That we cannot take Osha with us. That it wouldn't be right to separate the sisters, all that. Which is true. Which is very true. And plus, they were too old. Osha was too old. Like, it reminded you of Anakin Skywalker, that he was too old to learn the Force. But Saul's like, but I fear for her safety. I fear that something's going to happen. The blood results came back, and they realized, and they saw that their DNAs, they match perfectly, that they were in sync, but that they were, that it was a vergence in the Force. But they see that it's like somehow they were created. They found out that they were created. So, Torben, without discussing it, he went to try to go by himself to the witches' camp, because he said, we have to get proof. All we need is one of the sisters. If we can get one of them, we can give you the proof. We can show proof of what happened. Undara tried to stop Torben, so Saul went after him and said, stop him. Don't let him into the building. Tanaka and Undara went to get their ship to try to go up to catch them up. Torben tried to get in. The elevator was disabled. Saul, he used the Force, and he sensed it that something bad was happening in there. And he said, we got to go in there. We're going in. And he said, listen, Torben, before we go up, you cannot let the witches influence you again. You can't let them get into your mind. So they went in. And of course, you see the scene where May was burning the book and everything and seeing it. But it shows a part that she accidentally was trying to... She was just burning the book to show Osha that, hey, you need to stop believing in this stuff. But she dropped the book. The book went near the controls of the door. And then the fire started spreading towards the electronics into the door. That's why... I'm guessing somehow the fire went towards the engine and started to get ready to blow up and everything. May felt guilty for what she did, so she tried to go to get her mother, of what happened. Torben and Saul went over there. The sisters, the witches were armed with bow and arrows, ready to fight them. The two mothers were there. And Saul asked, how were they created? How were the twins created? So the woman was trying to get ready to explain it and why, until May came over there and said, "Hey, you gotta help me." Then the other woman and Torben were about to fight, and the mother was trying to use her power to stop this conflict, but Soul, with slow motion, he saw as she was getting ready to fade, May was ready to fade also. So Soul, with his lightsaber, stabbed her. Basically, he killed May's mother in front of her very eyes. So the witches were starting to attack the Jedi. Soul did not want to fight. He didn't try to fight. He was just defending himself and everything. Then the building was starting to blow up a bit, little by little. So as soon as he turned around, all the witches were disappearing, including the woman. Tanaka went jumping down when Ondara couldn't land the ship. So the witch was like, "You should have never brought him. You should have never brought him here." Torben was like, "Nah, I fortified my mind. My mind is good." "Oh, it's not him, it's not you." They pointed to the Wookiee. So Tanaka was under the witch's spell. So we see all the witches in a very room connecting themselves to control the Wookiee. Soul and Torben tried to stop Tanaka from fighting them. And of course, it was a losing battle. They were going to die. Undara, with her matrix moves, gets in there, flips him down, and uses her force to get into his mind and stop it. And not only he saves Tanaka from the result of the mind control, she somehow killed all the witches. She brain deaded all the witches in one swoop. This episode made the Jedi look bad, bro. They made the Jedi look bad. Undana in the first place didn't even want to damn interfere. She was respecting the Council's wishes. She did not want to intervene, but Soul pushed it. And Torben went along with it. Oh my God, dude. It was bad, bro. This episode was terrible. Terrible. Oh my God, dude. Oh, man. Well, we're down to one more episode, so we're going to see where that goes. Now we're probably going to fast forward it. And I don't know what they're going to do with that last episode. They're probably going to try to cram it. I don't know, because there's rumors that there's going to be a second season. We don't know if there's going to be one. But right now, it is just looking bad, bro. This episode really outdone itself, bro. The third episode was terrible, and then this episode was bad. Just like the last episode. But this one was way bad. They made the Jedi look bad, bro. Leslie, man, my God, Leslie, you really outdone yourself on this one, man. Well, anyways, that's going to be it for the review. So, if you liked the video, hit the like button. Share this video. Post a comment below. Let me know what are your thoughts on this episode, bro. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Let me know your thoughts on it. And if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button for me. Alright, guys. I'll see you guys around. Have a good day. Bye.